seen Alhaitham anywhere. Let's ask that person Hey there, have you seen Alhaitham around?
Yes, it seems Scribe Alhaitham has gone to the house of Dana, but you're already the second group of people I've seen.
Oh? Who else was...
Mr. Cave was just here asking about him. You wouldn't believe how Don't tell me everyone's here looking for gossip about the sage.
No way, we're strictly here...
Ah, I see. Sorry, I thought maybe everyone's as interested in...
Alhaitham should be around here somewhere, right? Oh, he's over there! But it looks like he might not have time for us.
Just put down that worthless book and tell me what happened in the academia.
This is not just some worthless book. Do you have any idea how difficult it is to find a physical book like this in some...
It doesn't matter. It's probably just another thing that you used your authority to get your hands on anyway. Just put it aside. Listen, I came back today only to...
Oh, you sound surprised. I thought you would already know...
Would I be here asking you if I knew? You're the scribe, not me. So just tell me what you know already.
Well, I almost became a sage.
Huh?
Oh, don't sound too surprised now. You're the renowned Kaveh, light of the Ksharawar. Besides, as a master builder and craftsman...
Why do I feel like you don't really mean it?
Huh. What makes you say that? Why would you question...
Maybe it's because you've never said anything good about me before.
Yeah, well, I share a similar sentiment. And anyone who knows you as well as I do...
Oh, you... See? This is why I hate discussing anything with you. Your ridiculous and arrogant attitude always gets in the way.
It seems that you really can't stand my...
Ha! What was your first clue?
Well, then you might as well move out of my house.
Are you threatening me? Stooping to it... Ugh. And don't change the subject. You, a sage? What a joke. The academia might as well just close tomorrow.
Are they having a fight?
Forget what's going on with the academia. Haven't you been busy with your construction
Don't get me started. I get angry just thinking.
So, what great building did our master
Like I need to tell you. Keep your...
No, I think we deserve to know. Where were you when Sumeru needed you most?
I was in the desert for a large project, but considering Haravatat's utter ignorance of architectural and aesthetic matters, you... which is truly unfortunate. I can only pity the man who Hold on, wait a second. What do you mean by...
Well, while you were out fiddling around in the desert, many people came together to save Sumeru from a crisis.
Ha! And you think...
Look, all you really need to know is that Azar and all his...
Huh? What nonsense are you
It's no skin off my nose if you don't believe me. It's not like my Darshan was the one trying to apply for funding from the grants.
You know what? I'll ask around. I'm sure someone knows what's going on here. You're dead if I find out you're lying to me.
Oh, it's you two. What's the matter?
We're running some errands for Nilu. Have you received her
Letter?
Nilu said she sent out a letter inviting everyone to a celebration feast in 2 days at the Grand Bazaar. We'll also be celebrating Zaino's reinstatement as General Mahamatra.
If she addressed the letter to Alhaitham of the Academia, then the letter should have gone to my office. I've been busy these days, so I haven't had time to check for any new mail at my office. I only now have some free time.
Have you always been so busy with your...
Of course not. I'm only busy these days because several sages have been dismissed recently and the whole
Tainari told us they all went to train in the Avidia Forest. Apparently, they will spend the rest.
That is already the best possible ending for the likes of them. 4 of the 6 great sages were possessed by their desire for power and attempted to create a new god. In order to pull it off, they even imprisoned the other 2 rational.
Yeah, you're right. Huh. Feels kind of strange to hear them called that.
Yes, at least that's how they're supposed to sound. It's said that when the Academia was first founded, the Dendro Archon herself established the 6 great schools. Numerous Darshans have sprung up and faded. Only the 6 Darshans, attaching themselves to the 6 great schools, have stood the test of time and obtained permanent. Now, the 6 Darshans are nearly synonymous with the 6 great schools, and the leaders selected for the school. Among the 6 great sages, there is one central leader. Unfortunately, only the sages from Vahumana and Amorta remain now. They were imprisoned for opposing Azar and were—
So who's managing things in the other 4 schools now? Do they need to find—
Yes. Normally, new sages are selected.
Oh, didn't you just say something about becoming a sage? If they pick you, then we'd have a huge
Yes, about that. You didn't let me finish my sentence. The person in charge of personnel affairs nominated me to be the Grand Sage in place of Azar and help Lesser Lord Kusanali manage the—
Huh? But why? Ugh.
I'm not even interested in being one of the 6 great sages. Like I said before.
Oh, all right. So are you busy these days trying—
That's not my job either. I'm only responsible for handling important affairs within the Academia before the— And the first thing I'll do is reject Kasharawar's application for funding.
By the way, who was that other—
Do we look like friends?
Paimon doesn't know. That's why—
His name is Kaveh, my roommate. You could say he's the representative for Ksharawar Scholar, which is exactly why he always has so many problems.
So everything that's happened recently must be a huge change for the people of Sumeru.
Such is the work of the Academia Scribe.
Well, anyway, no matter how busy you are, since you were our planner, remember to attend the celebration.
All right, I'll see you there.
This is Port Ormos. Now where could...
Is that Paimon I hear?
Huh?
Oh, it's been a while. How are you doing?
Dinyarzad! It's been so long since we've seen you!
I'm doing well. I can go as far as saying I don't know if you've heard, but Elazar has completely disappeared, and all the patients have recovered.
You kidding? Knowing them and the connections they've got, I'm sure they've heard about it.
Yeah!
That's right. My lady is feeling better now. So
Why do you still call me that, Dia? You've already informed my father.
I guess I'm just used to calling you my lady. Old habits die hard.
Resignation? You mean you're quitting?
Yeah, I might start losing my edge if I keep being a bodyguard for the Homayanis.
You know that my parents and I are fond of you, and that we appreciate you very much.
I'm not a woman that's easily persuaded. You should know that by now. When I took this job, I'd already decided that I'd quit as soon as you recovered. It's time for me to get back out there and chase that her.
So what are you gonna do now if you're not gonna be a
I want to take a risky job and put my body to the test.
Huh? But we literally just...
I know. If I hadn't joined in that plan with you, I wouldn't have come up with this. I guess I still get fired up by that feeling of going all out in a fight. It made me realize that I'm still immersed. Life is short, and I'm happy that I got to be a part of that operation. But the whole thing also made me realize that there are still many problems in Sumeru. And as a desert dweller, I'm still not completely ready to settle down on...
Well, I remember a friend had someone bring...
You mean I'll hate them? I didn't expect him to still remember that.
We just came from talking with Al-Haytham at the Academia.
Did he tell you that he suggested that I come work at the Academia?
What?
I heard that Azar and his cronies fell from power, and Al-Haytham told me that now was a good time to find a job in the Academia.
Whoa. Paimon can't see you being anything other than a mercenary.
Me neither. But I think...
Ugh, forget about it. I wouldn't last 10 seconds in there. Al-Haytham probably just liked the way I worked and knew I'm good in a fight. So he...
But you know, if you take him up on the offer, because you're super amazing.
The Matra have all the talent they need as long as they have Sino. I prefer... In fact, I chose this job from the very start because...
Even if being a mercenary means facing all...
A lion has to return to the wild sooner or later. If anything, being your bodyguard...
I don't want to see you go, but...
I'm glad to hear you say that. Come on, no need for the sad face. It's not like we'll never meet again. Once the whole Dendro Archon thing is settled, everything in Sumeru will take a... But a peaceful society will probably mean less demand for mercenaries like me. Before long, we'll be a...
Huh? But, wait a second. You mean...
Well, no. Not yet, at least. I promised my lady I'd stick...
So, have you been in Port Ormos this entire time?
Oh, did Nilu write to us?
She heard that you were seen in Port Ormos, so she sent the letter here.
Huh. It was probably sent to the inn that we're staying at. My lady has been very energetic lately, and keeps taking me on hikes, staying out even into the night. By the time we get back, the receptionist is usually...
Right, and we tend to leave quite early in the morning, so the old man on duty is also...
So what it really sounds like is that the...
I bet the letter's at the reception desk. I'll go check later.
No wonder there wasn't a reply. You never received the letter. Good thing Nilu asked us to...
Sorry to make you two come all the way out.
It must be something important for Nilu to specific...
Yes! She said they were preparing a victory feast in the Grand Bazaar, and will also be celebrating Sino's reinstatement as General
Great! I'll be sure to
Count me in, too. But is there some sort of dress code?
Since it's being organized by Nilu, I don't think she'll be too picky about that.
All right, then this is how I'll...
The feast will be held in 2 days, so don't...
Sure.
Thank you so much for letting us know.
Oh, by the way, do you happen to know where Sino and...
The General Mahamatra always comes and goes without a trace.
Oh.
But last time we met, he mentioned that he had something to do in Aruv. As for Raman, your guess is as good as mine. I only remember he said that he had something to... Don't mention it.
All right, on to our next stop. It's been a while since we last visited Aru Village. Ah, there's Sino!
What brings you here?
We recovered well, and Tainari agreed to let us leave. So...
It seems Gandharvaville's medical treatment is still as good as ever.
Mm-hmm. And Tainari is recovering well, too.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, you're the one who brought us to him when we lost consciousness, right?
You're welcome. Tainari has excellent medical skills, and Kale is quite attentive.
But why are you just standing here like a dead tree?
I'm meeting some people.
Oh, you mean Candace?
I've already talked with Candace and the village chief. They're still at the usual place. You can go there if you'd like, but you know one of the people I'm meeting as well.
Oh, by King Deshret's blessing, my friend suddenly appears in the desert. Don't tell me you've run into trouble and need us to help now.
Roman! And... huh? Sataria?
Oh, you know me?
Oh, well,
Don't worry, these are our friends.
I see.
I'm doing well. Many good things have happened recently.
Same here. Really, I feel that my whole life has started to
oh, tell us everything.
Yeah, you go ahead.
All right, well, I suppose I should. I've decided to leave the academia.
What?
It's not that I've given up on being a scholar. I will no longer pursue research like a typical scholar, but I have not completely given up on my.
I can see what you're saying now.
What do you mean?
I plan to leave the academia and return to teach here in the desert.
Wow, so you want to become a teacher?
Sataria will return to support education here and teach people from the desert. She can't teach everyone on her own, but there are many of us Eremites all over Sumeru. She came to discuss a collaboration with...
Yes, it's my hope that the Eremites can help me select a group of smart people with the best aptitude for teaching. That is the true meaning of education and the spreading of...
The people of King Deshret suffer from sandstorms, exile, and ignorance. Miss Sataria is more than welcome to come teach here. The stars have always guided caravans. Thieves, soldiers, and travelers who get...
Oh, please. Where's all of this
You deserve these compliments. Mercenaries are accustomed to danger and don't fear death.
Sataria's idea will bring much good to many people.
At first, I feared it was destined to fail. Everyone knows that the academia doesn't allow... As you know, all knowledge is under their surveillance and control, and very few desert... But what I heard at that time has been haunting my heart. As if there were lightning. Sataria, you tread a treacherous path, and the law... Sataria, why haven't you gone home? Never
Miss...
These words sparked something in me, and I knew that I had to bring something back to... I gathered up the courage to approach the Grand Sage, only to find that he was no longer at the academia. Lord...
Azar has received much-needed punishment. Though, if you...
Lord Sino helped me obtain permission to leave the academia for the desert, and accompanied me here to discuss collaboration with members of the Air. My plan was able to go smoothly thanks to him and...
You're all doing so much for the desert.
Aside from that, I also have some other...
Lesser Lord Kusanali has allocated many resources to support and develop the desert. I've done some business for her. I applied for a few batches of educational materials from the academia, and sent them to several groups in the desert.
That's exactly what the people here need. Physical books and other related items. If it weren't for Sino and Lesser Lord...
Apart from this, the academia is also recruiting scholars that are willing to teach in the desert. We must be persistent about this, and maintain these resources to ensure long...
This is the first time in hundreds of years we've had a glimmer of hope. Remember these words. Here lies our faithful priest, Kasala. His wisdom is a miracle among the... I hope people with wisdom like that priest will rise again among the desert dwellers. Then we'll once again see the wisdom...
Enough about us. Are you...
No, not at all. We're actually here. Neva wanted to write to everyone, but she wasn't sure where the letters should be sent, so A celebration feast will be held in 2 days at the Grand Bazaar. She hoped at the feast we'll also be celebrating Sino's reinstatement as... although, judging from your appearance, it seems you've already...
Celebration? Feast? It's the first I've heard of it.
Tainari was right. He really didn't know.
This feast is for you, Sino.
It's rare to see that kind of expression from Lord Sino.
No, not really.
Well, I still have a lot to handle here. Besides, I need to look after Miss...
I'm afraid I won't be able to join you. Although, the message is, I'm sorry for how I treated you before, but now I understand the beauty of your dance. It's like you and the art you symbolize are not only beautiful, but also lively and powerful. So much so that it was prohibited. Please keep dancing. And someday, I'll be able to appreciate your art in person.
Okay, we've got all that down. Our job here is complete as well. Oh,
Got it.
Looks like we're the last ones to arrive.
You're here.
Ah, there you are.
Well, look who finally decided to show up.
You look like you came here immediately after finishing up some work. I'm very happy to see you here.
But we're not late, are we? It's just that everyone else arrived ahead of time.
I propose that the last one who arrived be put in charge.
Nah, there won't be any speeches today.
Oh, really? Well, even better.
Come join us over here. Let's share some great food and drinks, and chat about all—
Everything looks quite good.
Wow! Pаймon can't wait! Traveler, just look at all the delicious... Whoa! It's so
The food was specially prepared for you by everyone in the Grand Bazaar. And we have gifts that were sent by the residents of— Everyone that came said that you saved Sumeru.
Ah, feels kinda nice to be seen as a hero.
Being a bodyguard is also a hero's job. You've always...
My lady sure has a way with words. Thanks.
And I'm happy to meet everyone that participated in the great plan.
Don't mention it.
Come to think of it, we've really done something impressive together.
We owe it to our abilities. And luck.
Really? Why do I remember everybody thinking that luck was against us and feeling like we hardly had a chance of succeeding?
That's how I remember it too.
It's luck that brought us together, and it was luck that let us form a team. Then, it took even more luck for us to formulate a plan and implement it successfully. Moreover, judging from the results, everything worked out well.
Yeah. Everyone gave it their all. It was almost like a performance. We took the stage and put on our best show. Everyone played their part, and thanks to everyone's efforts, the performance was a—
So, would you say we're good actors too?
It's such a blessing that Lesser Lord Kusanali was able to return to—
Yes! Even after being abandoned and neglected so many times, she's finally returned. Uh-huh. Lesser Lord Kusanali once used all her power in a great disaster, which resulted in her losing all her wisdom and memories of the past. This should be something everybody should remember. Huh? You look surprised.
No, everything you said is correct.
That's good.
Something wrong?
Yeah, what's with that face? You knew all—
Even if those two giants of the academia are here, those sages really have some nerve. 500 years ago, Lesser Lord Kusanali used all her power for the people of Sumer. If you bite the hand that feeds you, don't act surprised when it turns into a knuckle sandwich, right, Sino?
Perhaps I shouldn't say this, but their treatment of Lesser Lord Kusanali calls for a more—
You could simply tell Lesser Lord Kusanali that you wish to have Azar and his accomplice.
I respect our deity's decision, and won't interfere. While we're on this topic, why didn't you
Are you trying to say that I'm fit to be a sage?
Not at all. But every person handling the selection process—
Why? Because he dethroned Azar from power?
Could you try to put it another way? This is a good thing, yet you're making it—
But seriously, though, I always wondered if you had some—
I did have my own motive, but it had nothing to do with being a sage. If the rules of our nation were suddenly cast by the wayside, then it wouldn't be long until chaos ensued.
By that, you mean your life working as the Academia's—
Precisely.
Wait, is that—
So, that's the only reason why you joined us and came up with all those—
It's reason enough.
You've certainly got quite the personality.
You flatter me.
All right then. How about you? You've already resumed work.
That's right.
Will you be happy with that?
It's not about being happy. There are—
Even so, Keep your spirits up and try to be happy, okay?
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
I seldom participate in such lively gatherings. No. The Grand Bazaar is lively because the people here feel happiness from the bottom of their... That happiness is an emotion that'll be forever alien to those bookworms. I seem to have taken both keys when I left the house. Oh well.
Ah, there you are. Well, how is it? Are you enjoying the feast today? If there's... That's good. It's the first time I've ever invited so many exceptional... You see, every guest here is quite extraordinary. Make sure you live it up tonight. I'll be happy as long as you're... I'm honored to have her think of me this way. If I have a chance in the future... I can't explain why, but I just feel...
The atmosphere here is good. And everything... Yeah. I don't often come to such places. I have a lot to handle these days. Otherwise... There's always next time.
My lady, the grilled meat over there is delicious.
Yes, I also tried some fruit just now. What an amazing place to relax. No,
You said it. Oh, look who else is here.
hello. Oh, I'm so happy Nilu invited everybody. Oh, now I have the chance to...
Hey, less of that polite chit-chat and more eating and drinking. The
Hey, what's wrong? Your head is starting to droop. Hey, you can't just fall asleep here. Paimon will go find something delicious for you to eat. You wake up Of course, just wait here for Paimon. It's me. You may blame me for being a bit too self-indulgent. The connection between us is amazing. It's like Flora and the... I heard there's an amazing celebration feast today at the Grand Bazaar. I wanted to have a look for myself. Lately, I've been so busy dealing with all the fallout from recent events, so I really have... Although you've already helped me with a lot. Please say thank you to everyone for me. Isn't... But if I just show up all of a sudden, people will become all... What if I end up scaring them and ruining this wonderful feast? Let me think about it. Okay. Yes, I have. You said I should go thank everyone as myself, right? So... I've decided to borrow your body for the time being. Please don't blame me. The Flora also climbs up to the fence to... Everyone! Are you awake now? Paimon was just about to bring you the food. It's me. Huh? That voice. Nahida?
Hold up, what's going on?
I didn't expect to have a conversation with the consciousness of Lesser Lord Kusanali in the Grand Bazaar.
No, of course not. Are you... Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Hello, Nilu.
You know who I am?
Yes, I already know every one of you. Nilu, Alhaitham, Sino, Dia, Paimon, and Dunyarzad.
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
I took the liberty of occupying the traveler's body so that I could thank all of you in person. Thank you so much for rescuing me, even if that meant placing your own safety in peril. And without you, without any of you, I would have been in a had you not helped me to resolve the crisis. Not only I, people refer to you as the heroes who managed to rescue a god. I'm quite fond of this name. Please, allow me to present to you my most sincere
Lesser Lord Kusanali, you have done so much for Sumeru, and I...
Dunyarzad, the suffering you endured during your illness is also proof of you being with me.
You don't need to be so ceremonious.
This is how the relationship between the Academia and Dendro Archon should be. We just did what—
You're an Archon, but you act so humble.
I'm honored to have been able to take part in this plan.
Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Are you awake? Did you rest well? After Nahida left, you ate a lot of food. You've become a glutton. That just means you still have a lot to learn from Master Paimon. All right, since you're awake now, she should be in the Academia right about now. Hello, Traveler and Paimon. What a fantastic night. I'm still immersed in all the happiness and joy. Like, so are we. And that's why we're here. Is there anything you want to know? After recent events, the Akasha, I've given it some thought. But this is definitely not a bad thing. Even from the Akasha's centralized administration of knowledge has always restrained people's curiosity and curtailed the number of... Although people may initially feel a little uncomfortable with the loss of... And as for the future of Sumeru, the former sages have received their punishment. But the new sages have... I hope that the new 6th grade sages will be more focused on academics. The other big issue is the people of King Deshret. All the rest... I've already taken some measures to address this. It will take some time to rebuild everything. You mean, what happened after the doctor put... You guessed correctly. The top-ranked Fatui Harbingers, up to number 3. However, in spite of the bad situation, I'm sure you remember the entity that changed your fate. The Heavenly Principles. In fact, the Heavenly Principles has been quiet since the Conria disaster 500 years ago. I told him that the Heavenly Principles may be awakened if I destroyed Enosis. Although I assumed that the Heavenly Principles wouldn't just stand by and let such extensive damage to it. And as for what the exchange served as both punishment for the doctor, as well as a boon of new knowledge that I couldn't refute. He's still in a coma. I've hidden him like how one would... I know you have many misgivings about him. But as someone who had don't worry, I'll keep an eye on him, and in addition, there are still some mysteries left in him. Some things, his future will be determined by fate. Is that where you're headed next? Fontaine? As far as I know, that nation operates in the Does their Archon personal? No, there's a Chief Justice in Fontaine. Generally speaking, however, even then, Fossilor will still make herself present at just about as Archon. She still reserves the right. Anyway, let's just say. Are you sure? Huh? About your sister. While you were resting at Gandharvaville, I took some time to perform an Irminsul search for information on your sister. Yeah! Isn't Irminsul a repository for all the information and memories of— This is true in your case. Irminsul indeed does not. However, there must be something different about your sister. Because at— What? There is only one possible explanation. She will— But nothing about this makes any sense! Wasn't this your first trip to Teyvat? According to the records I was able to access after the Conria disaster, she began her journey through the— But just as her journey was about to reach its conclusion, the Ermines— What do you mean, Fuzzy? All I know for sure is that somebody, for reasons only they can know, and whoever it is, if they can do that— But even that wouldn't explain how she somehow comes from this world. Something else I noticed was that according to these records, the Fatui have not classified your sibling as— What's a descender? Paimon's— Look, I'm sure you must be curious about the A very important part of the intel was about this world's descenders. Traveler, you are Teyvat's 4th descender. Huh? So the Fatui count 3 other descenders before the Traveler? And his sister isn't— That's right. My current hypothesis is that the first descender was likely what we now call— As for the other descenders, I still need to— Paimon's head's— And yet, even knowing all this, I'm sure you must still have a lot of There are many questions in my heart as well. I will need some time, and soon, you'll also begin your journey. I'm very interested in your future. If fate is the ultimate knowledge, then your future will be— I'm sure glad we got to meet. The pleasure is all mine. Alright, that's enough talk for today.